So the tamer's gonna kill me. Hey, how are you, man? I kind of agreed to do some PvP with. Well, not sorry. I should just say I've allowed this tamer to hit me, so we'll see what happens. But he was saying he didn't want to go to an arena. He wants to do like a duel, but he wants a bit of room to run around. So. I don't look. I'm not a PvPer. I've never been a PvPer, but I don't know. There's always a time to learn, I guess. I went there last night, and I swear to God, man, like I came out of the port, so there was like 4 of us, and I was just distracted for a second because I was chatting or looking at chat or something, and I look up and I see these people, and I thought, oh, that's where everyone is. So I ran over there, and they just killed me instantly. And it was like, oh, okay. So I ran, like I rezzed, and then I started running back, and I go, oh, they're over there. And I think I ran into the same people, and they just killed me again. So, yeah, I took it very, very carefully. Yeah, I played WoW for years, and I never, I rarely did any PvP. I was always playing on the PvE and the RP service. So, PvP was kind of the last thing that I was interested in. But this is for a friend, so he goes, I really want to try out my tamer on you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so it's not my normal thing, but yeah. I did try a little bit on Voldalord or Voldlord. Oh, is that so? So you don't lose karma on? I'm just going to type that actually, so I'm clear in what I'm asking. Oh, okay. I thought I might have initiated it somehow, because again, I'm still not exactly sure how the whole PvP thing works. So I'm guessing that because I ran over, like I said, I thought it was them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, I was taken out twice in a row and no one said a thing. So, all right. So, where's Chippin gone? Hold on one second. I loaded up World of Warcraft last night and I just played it for like one minute and I go, you know what? It's been too long. I can't remember anything. I couldn't even remember how to type in general chat. Yeah, so that's the weird thing. See, I'm not used to one person being able to flag and then they can hit you. I've always been used to two people having to flag. So you playing at the moment, or you just watching the stream? Like, I know sometimes they kind of play while they're, crafting or something. They might put the stream on. I've never technically quit WoW. Like, I've always had an active account. And I still got an active account, so I really should cut it off because it's just costing me money for nothing, really. But when you play something for so long, you kind of feel like if I cancel that, I'm sort of losing something. Like, I don't know. It's weird how I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing, I think. Actually, I've got a brother who plays World of Warcraft as well. And, for the life of me, I tried for the longest time. I go, let's do some stuff together. Like, let's do some questing or, let's do some... yeah, no, I'm the same. That's, yeah. No, I get it. I understand. I don't know. It's weird. All right, so let me just park here. Yeah, I was going to say, my brother and his wife play. Just hold on one sec. God. I think what's going to make it worse. Wait. Is she just going to go and hide? Oh. Yeah, no, I completely agree. When they started taking all of the elites out, that's when I kind of started losing interest. Let's see if I can hide. It's such a stupid thing. Oh, crap. Can you can the yeah. So I'm guessing it's like the So does the pet? Is your pet? Hold on one second. Is the? Yeah, I'm gonna go down. So where is the pet? Oh, okay. Now I can concentrate. So where is the pet's health? Is that with the tamer, or is that the pet itself has its own health versus a tamer? Should we try again? I think it's just going to be. Yeah, so it's a bit like World of Warcraft. You just kind of go for the player and. Are they still? Oh, I didn't realize it was still. So wait, the fight's not over, even though I've lost, is it? So how do you actually stop? Oh wait, what's this? Call it off. What? What's going on there? Hold on. Oh, did I not call it off? I thought I called it off. Hey, Yonki. Yeah, I still need to get the. Ah, here we go. No, I stopped the fight, so we're just back. Look, I think maybe we'll give it another try, right? But this time I'll focus straight on her. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. There's John's toupee there. Look. Hold on. So I'm just going to go straight for her. Yeah, so I was pretty much on the ground the whole time, and no, actually, I want to see that again. Like you saw, right? I was laying on the ground the whole time. I just died, right? Like, see, she plays or he plays a DK as well, and his DK will just kill me in one shot. So like, he's kind of got it down pat. I think I actually think I think Chippin's a bit of a master at PvP, but he just doesn't lead on. Like, and I know that probably sounds silly, but I think he's full of surprises. So let's just try to get his... So there's obviously a stun point. Like, I get hit by mobs and I get stunned, right? Like, or I'm assuming it's a stun. So there's some kind of bleed going on. Right, like that. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I leapt and then I was kind of rubber banded back. like that. I'm not sure if you saw that as well, but I actually, yeah. So I moved and then was rubber banded back. I'm not sure if. And here comes the rain. Seriously? See, he knows exactly what I'm doing. Just can you link it? Do you have the ability to link? Hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Can you link now? Oh. So, see, I'm going to use the "It's Raining" card. No, I won't do that. Let me have a look at this video real quick. Look how many buffs it got to start with. It's off the rails, man. Um, yeah, I don't I don't have that. I've got most of those attacks. Oh, that's what you get for not looking. I couldn't even roll out of that. Like, it was just... Hold on. You take a hit in the rain, turns out. I'll see if I got one on me, but I was kind of blown away when I saw it. No, I haven't. I saw one sort of said not affected by rain, and I thought, seriously, you're actually affected by the rain? I think it's that, is it the Calais? No, not that one. There's one that you get out of you hand in some, like, some kind of tokens or something, and... Really? Is that just... Alright, let me try to take that pet then. I've got that, and I've got this, and I've got the other one, that one. That's the awoken stuff, and then I've got... I need to have a closer look at the video, but for starters, I don't have all of those buffs on. I've got like one self buff thing. Hold on. So I can't seem to stun the pet either. Like, it just seems... I'm not having much luck. So he's trying to gear himself down to try to be closer. Yeah, I can't stun the pet. And I can't tell, like, if I'm actually doing anything to it. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just getting slammed. Hold on. Yeah. No, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, here we go. No, you're right. Like, again, I'm not I've never been a PvP yet, so. See, so hold on, let me just try and do this one. Yeah, right. So that shouldn't have gone straight through. You know, I think I give up. It's not going to happen. Yeah, see, I get hit and just become almost like useless. All right, I think that's going to be it. What the hell? Is that because I got too close? Oh, that was fun. Sort of. Not really. I need to watch this video. Alright, let me get out of this. Exit. I assume it's finished. I think it probably helps. Hey, Gamer, how are you, man? I was going to say, I think it probably helps having a bit of knowledge of the other class as well. Because, like I said, Chip Chop actually has a DK and is quite good at the DK too. So, because I noticed he was going straight for my back, and yeah, he kind of knew what I was about to do every time I tried to do it. So, we live and learn. Actually, I just picked up a new game last night. Have you tried any of the Tales of games, like, you know, Tales of Vesperia? They're like Bandai Namco. The one I picked up is it's like, oh, you know what? It's called Tales of Berseria, or Berseria. I'm not sure how exactly you want to say it, but yeah, I really enjoyed. I do like a good JRPG, so I've sort of been. I was a bit bummed because, you know, there's sort of like, I'm more of an Xbox player. Like, if I sit and play a console, and it seems like all of the JRPGs have essentially dumped the Xbox. Yeah, no, I like to kind of, you know, I like to play quite a few types of games. Like, I've got Elite Dangerous, and like, I'm not sure if you've got a VR unit, but I've got the Oculus Rift, and I got to tell you, like, playing flying around in space, in an Oculus Rift is just, you know, it's awesome. Like, um, so you know, from time to time, I haven't played it for a little while, but I probably will soon, maybe. Yeah. Sorry. So I'm, you know, I'm kind of into most. I love my car games as well. Like, hey, thanks, man. Sorry, just bear with me. I'll get killed if I don't concentrate for a second. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go wrong. So now I've got 3 of them. I have to get them all in sync, otherwise they're just going to kill me. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go too well. Another one? Yep. Yeah, I think, look, I'm obviously getting a little bit of lag because I'm usually pretty good with it's I don't know, it seemed like I'd gone through him and then I was hit. So what did I lose? That's the combat log. It's awesome, right? Like, that's all you can see. Yeah. Let me put a lamp on, because I just find it easier to see if I'm going to get killed. This game's called Black Desert Online. You get a 7-day trial if you want, and it's like $10 if you want to buy it. It's they do try to push pretty hard to get you to buy things, so that's going to be your call if you decide to stay on. It is a good game though, like it's a lot of fun. I was just doing some. Oh, look. If you don't roll at the right time with these guys, even their arrows get you from behind. Sorry, what was this? Oh, I was doing some calculations before, and I found that just collecting the mains off these guys is actually more economical than, you know how you get those things where it's like collect 600 of these things and you'll get you know, a gold block or whatever it is, one of the gold bars. I can't wait till I can do that. Like, just run into the middle of them all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if that's the case, because you got to get like 800 of them, don't you? Again, oh, hold on. I need to concentrate or I'm going to die. Just give me a sec. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but it's like 800 bandanas or something is like 1 million silver or something. Does that sound right? So 800 bandanas is a million? Right, so 420 mains from here is a million silver. That's 420. And that's just to a vendor. You don't have to go anywhere special to sell them. Oop. Yeah, so 420 mains is a million. Oh, let me just get some health back. Actually, let me find a piece of paper. It's not notepad. So it's nearly 2,500 per. Seriously? So, I think I'm in a bad spot. Where's the little timer going on? Yeah. I'm just going to run for a sec. Oh, I've got some potions on me. Yeah, that looked like there was a bit of lag there, actually. Damn casting. It's gonna come out. It's gonna say, "Do you want some potions?" So what have I lost? I guess, just over 20%. So I think I lost a crit. What have we got? Are you going to grind? I know some at the centaurs, but you're on an A, aren't you? Like, just on the other side of Altanova. I am, man. Yeah, so when you were saying NA is only like 200 millisecond latency, add another 80 or 90 for me. Actually, that's one of the things I was looking at last night when I got onto WoW. The the latency is like 30 milliseconds. It's a tenth of what this is. I'm a dirty EU player. Um, I do have a character on NA, but I just hold on. It's very small. Actually it's a copy of this character, but it's only like level 30 or something. Yeah, it's 300, 290 or something. Oh, I knew that was coming. There's quite a few people who come in and say, you gotta come to NA, you gotta come to NA. I'm like, yeah, okay, so so I made a character there, but yeah, no, I agree. I'm not sure, have you ever seen Speed Pirate? She comes in. She lives in Austria, and even she says, "No, EU's too toxic," so she goes and plays in NA. I'm waiting for the Australian servers. I think we should all get together and lobby for Australian servers. That's what we should be doing. Oh, I knew that was coming. I could feel it. So, is there an actual, because I know they have licenses with people in all the different countries, that's why, you know, North America and like Russia had such trouble at the start because stone block. Is there like an Australian rep of, what is it, Pearl Abyss or Cacao or whatever they name it? Cacao? Cacao. This moves that you play. I think we should start a petition for rocks. There, have some ice. A piece of ice. Ice. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you caught my conversation the other day when I was saying so my original server was Scala Crusade, and I mean, I played on there for a long, long time, so I had a lot of friends, and it was just kind of, it was a little bit sad to kind of move on, but you know, I was a little bit over the rating, and I sort of wanted to be closer to my family, so even though that didn't turn out, so with these guys. I wonder though if it's chicken and egg. Like, which part of it is niche? Is it the fact that it's not kind of established here, or because I just don't find people have heard of it. And I think I found it because I occasionally look for MMOs. So, if they had servers here and they gave it a bit of a push, you'd be surprised they might get a few more people playing. Maybe we could become the reps. Oh. As much as I find World of Warcraft is, I mean, look, it's a polished game. Like, I just sorry, I'm kind of broken reading full station. Yeah, I guess. I prefer not to think about it. There's some things you just got to have, right? Like, I don't know what happened there. I think I got some lag. Yeah, you're correct. Like that's spot on. I find this game is very granular to the point where I made this point before. The environment itself is a mini game. Like everything about this game is a game. Um, and if you don't manage all of it, sorry, I shouldn't. Like I manage badly, but I'm saying like if you want to get the most out of it, you need to craft or fish or do some of the other stuff as well. Like even just crossing the desert, you need water. It's like, and it's a no-brainer, right? Like in real life, you need water if you're going to cross the desert, but you're just not used to MMOs being that way. Even like, for instance, with my horse, like trying to train it to do a four chop as an example, like even that in itself is a mini game. It's kind of everything about it. Getting a horse is a mini game. So I know what you're talking about. A lot of people are just going to look at it and go, well, why can't I just go and, go to the horse train and buy a horse sort of thing? It's like, why do I have to do this? Everything seems so tedious. But that's kind of the game this is. It's one of those games where you need to be on top of everything as far as I'm concerned. But in saying that, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's, it's what makes this game. And I think it's, fairly unique at the moment. Exactly. Yeah, no, look, I mean, we went to Port Rat and it took us like, hold on, let me find it. Must have taken like, it felt like 2 hours. So to get from here, like from the port, I think we left from Valia, I think. And again, the ocean's like the desert, so you can't see where you're going. Yeah. So, hey, Elysium, how are you, man? Let me say that in. Let me convert that. I should know that by now. Como voi esta?
Como você está hoje?
Yeah, so to get to here, sorry, it was between 1 and 2 hours, and that was just like pretty much non-stop sailing. We did feel like it felt a little bit like we were going in circles around here somewhere, but coming up against like ghost ships and stuff, and we had sea monsters attacking us and stuff. It was like it was really, it was cool. So, um, so yeah, I'd love to get out and check out some more of these islands and stuff. So as far as like the desert goes, every time I get out to sort of around here somewhere, you can't see where you're going anymore. So I've been to Valencia once, but I've only been sort of around to a couple of the islands here, and I can see some stuff's going on out here somewhere. So I'd love to sort of get further out there. Um, and I know there's talk of them releasing that new environment soon. Yeah. I think that's the way things. In fact, I was talking to somebody last night just about my hold on. My wife does a radio program, and I was kind of talking to some of the other announcers and sort of about how I think radio's kind of seen its day, which but it's, you know, it's this kind of ability for kids now to just kind of get stuff instantly and everywhere, and so yeah, it's going to be a different place in the next, you know, 10 or 20 years. It's just going to be, yeah, look, I mean, even TV, I gave up on television. So I get all of my media now through things like YouTube or Occasionally, like I might use ABC iView, or in fact, so we had Foxtel for many, many years, and I just go, you know what, I'm sick of this. Like, because what happened with Foxtel is it was a satellite, so you paid for the service, and the beauty of that was there was no advertising because you were paying their um, for their service kind of thing. But then all of a sudden, slowly but surely, yeah, exactly every 3-year-old with an iPad. But I was saying, slowly but surely. Sorry, I should have this chat in the stream because sometimes, like, I watch back and I go, you can't tell what anybody's saying. So, but what I was saying was, just slowly but surely they started adding advertising, and then it became like just like commercial television. I couldn't see any benefit to it anymore. It just was, I might as well just turn on Channel 7 or something. So I haven't watched free-to-air television, like Channel 7 or 9, for maybe, I can't even remember the last time, to tell you the truth. It's got to be like 10 years or something. Look, I understand the drive for money, but there has to be a certain point where it's like money is going to be the death of whatever. So, where do you balance something? Where do you go, all right, there's enough ads and there's enough paid subscription to say this is sustainable versus what goes through people's head to say no, we're making so much money from advertising, we should just put it all advertising. And I think that's one of the problems. Like, people just, once they get a taste for money, they just can't stop. It's just, right, so Netflix has gone for that. Like, we're going to charge, what do they charge? Like $10 a month, and they've got like a bunch of films and stuff, but they're not. They do. I'm not sure exactly, but I get the feeling they must like pick up their series just out of once they've gone out of their runs or something. Sorry, bear with me. And one thing that I yeah, it's indication. Sorry. I was getting there. Sometimes, as you've probably worked out, like I can't obviously do two things at once. It's just because when I'm trying to read, you see me losing health, and then it's like, all right, no, I need to concentrate. But then I feel like I'm neglecting the conversation, so I just need to find a balance. But yeah, so. Oh. play. One thing that I worry about a little bit is I would just die inside if they stopped making local content. It feels like this is what's been happening. I think that if they ever got rid of like the ABC, that would be the death of TV in Australia. And I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not watching the commercial stations, but hold on, I'm gonna die. Let's just get a bit cold. Move to Steve. Things like do you? I don't know if you've like I sometimes, you know what? I shouldn't say this. I've watched I don't know, what do they call it now? Wentworth. Have you seen any of the Wentworth series? Right, yeah. So let's not go there, because I'd rather not have this discussion. Like, you've heard me say this before, and I know you're from the States, but you understand, like, we're not the same people. Like, we do have our own quirks, and we have got our, like, we do have a different humour here as well. Like, our humour's probably a lot more you didn't like. You gotta, I think you're gonna know, have you ever seen Prisoner? Because that's what the show kind of was based on. But anyway, what I was going to say is our humour is probably more European, or I felt that way for, you know, many years. And we can essentially make a joke of ourselves. We don't seem to take it as badly. Look, I mean, to be honest, I've said before that. So years ago, when I was on ADSL, I was playing on the Xbox one time, and this is kind of when it hit me, right? So I was hosting a game because back then you would, like, your Xbox would become the server, and I just kind of said in chat, like, this guy kept connecting and disconnecting, and I said, and this is, I said, probably bad ping times, he's probably in the US, right? That's all I said, meaning the reason he's disconnecting and connecting. I got attacked, like I was told, and I just thought, this is beyond funny, right? Like, so I was completely flamed, and then I was told the US could blow Australia off the face of the earth. All because I said the guy was in the US, so he's probably got a slow ping time to my Xbox. And I thought, you know what, like, I just couldn't believe that, you know, I don't know. Anyway, look, it just, I get that the US is kind of built on capitalism, and essentially Australia's more, or it's always been more of a social democrat. Actually, you know what? Look, I don't want to get into this because I do get quite passionate about politics, and I don't want to do that here. So kind of leave it there, but I think you'll probably, yeah, you know, anyway. So TV, yeah, it's not something I'm really into anymore. But look, as bad as our TV or as bad as our shows have been in the past, they are ours. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's kind of like, yeah. So that's right. I think. So I've been to the US quite a number of times. Like my wife's from Las Vegas, so yeah. When you step out, like I've met people in the US who said, "Oh yeah, I spent time in the army and I had to leave, and when I was in Europe, it was like a shock to the system." I think if people don't get out and look back in, they can't kind of see how the rest of the world sees the US, and it can, I don't know, like. I think you kind of become a little bit sheltered, and I think like even here in Australia, like I think we're sort of becoming a little bit that way. Like to tell you the truth, sorry if you've told me like how long you've been here, but I've forgotten. But we never used to be as patriotic as we're becoming. Like we were always like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, they're playing the national anthem, whatever, you know, it's Australia Day, whatever. Like it's always been more that sort of attitude. But it seems more and more recently, as we're becoming more influenced, that we're becoming more like, oh, Australia, Australia, Australia. It never was that way. It's just because, I don't know. So there's a lot of things happening, and obviously, again, it sort of comes down to, you know, external influences, and I think TV actually plays a big part of it as well. But yeah, so what I was saying, like, as bad as our shows are, like, they're very Australian. I don't know if that would make sense to a lot of people, you know, outside of Australia. Like, you know, okay, yep, all right, I'll remember that. But look, I mean, you yourself would know that we are different people, right? Like, we do have sort of quirks, and we do laugh at things slightly different, or, you know, I mean, I can laugh at stuff, and my wife just goes, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. It's like, you know. Yeah, I remember, like, I watched that, I can't even remember when I watched it. Those guys who were doing that, they came from a show called The D-Generation. So if you ever get a chance to dig it up, The D-Generation, it's kind of going back quite a bit. It was on the ABC, and it was when those guys were just coming out of uni, so it was, but again, actually, you know what? The humour back then was very political, actually. Or, you know, uni students, I guess. Because it seems... I was watching something earlier, and they were talking about how millennials seem a lot more connected to politics now than, you know, some of the older generations are. Which I think's a good thing. Like, I think... you know, I keep saying, unless you get involved or you take some kind of interest, You're just going to be taken advantage of. So it's mainly the people who just go, oh, I'm not interested, I don't want to know, just let them do it. They're the ones who are just being taken advantage of. So, you know, my wife's been here for like 20 years or something. She's still just getting used to the Vegemite. I was thinking about what you were saying the other day. I wonder if these guys will ever introduce like a character transfer, like they did with World of Warcraft. Is she from here, or did you meet her and then come over? Oh no, sorry. I think you mentioned she was. Oh. Yeah. I met my wife when they invented this thing. Well, sorry, no, so there used to be, you know, you probably remember BBSs. So originally BBSs were just local. So we had a BBS local here, and one day they got the ability to telnet. So I tried out this magical telnet, and I got onto a board in the US, and because I used to be an Amiga fanatic, so I was following a conversation thread for the Amiga, and I just kind of popped into this channel. It was a chat channel, and yeah, there was like a bunch of people there, and I met my wife through that. And that was kind of it. We just, you know, we started calling, so this is before phone calls were cheap, right? So I spent $3,000 in a month in phone calls. And I just said to her one day, I go, look, it's cheaper if I fly you here than if we keep making these phone calls. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah, $3,000, man. $3,000 I think. Like, that's unheard of today. Oh, no, it's not actually. If you go overseas and send SMSs, it's not far off. No, I'm not. You know what? Look, you know, oh, so, Neko, I'm not the person to be asking. There's a couple of Black Desert players in the channel if they'd like to answer. I think the flight, like when I went to, the way that I went to Spain, it was longer, man. It was like, it felt like, I think it was like 24 hours of just travel. I hate being in airports after like really long flights and have to, hold on, let me just type this just in case. You know, like you can hear me talk okay, right? So what I was going to say is most people use Grunnel and then they use like I don't think I'm using the right sword. So a lot of people use one of the other swords, but so I think I'm using the PvP sword, which is the Uria. But other people I think use the, I can't even think of its name off the top of my head. Dear oh dear, I'm such a bad dark elf. Hold on. Look, so I don't know whether people just default to Grunnel because, oh yeah, just get it because it's got a lot of AP. Like, I think, I keep saying this over and over and I'm still trying to convince myself that there's got to be more to the game than just stacking AP and DP. Like, there has to be some skill involved, right? Like, at least for PvE. Like, I would personally probably get more out of speed for my playstyle. Yeah, I understand that. Neko, I think it's really it's gonna be what you're comfortable with, and look, the idea is to enjoy it, right? Because it's a game. So try, I try not to go, oh yeah, I've got to have the best. It's got to be the best, and yeah, Laverto, that's one of the ones I was thinking about. But again, it depends what you play for, right? So if you're playing to explore and stuff, then your gear doesn't really come into it. It's when you start going, oh, I'm going to, start grinding for the long haul of level 57 or 58 or 60 or whatever, and I'm going to start doing PvP. But up until then, I think a lot of the creatures and stuff, like, it takes me probably a little bit longer to kill than a lot of people, but I have fun doing it, so it's okay. Yeah, so... But these guys that I'm fighting at the moment, they're kind of... I probably shouldn't be fighting them in the first place, because I find, well, red's obviously kind of at my max, and then the purples are, like, supposed to be... Like, the screen's flashing at the moment, so it's telling me that, I probably shouldn't be fighting these guys in the first place. See, their purpose. So the Fortuna and the Herc is purpose-built stuff, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the style that you're playing at the moment, like that probably is better for what you're wanting to do, and that's why I think just defaulting to what everyone else says is like. But again, I haven't been playing long enough, so I don't know. Can't. I feel terrible saying that because, you know, everyone could just turn around and go, no, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But it's like with World of Warcraft. Like you could say, all right, I'm going to go and play a certain style and just kind of spec out for that style. And I sort of hope a little bit that you can do that in this rather than just go, no, I just need AP. Because at the moment, like, I've got an AP chest, but sorry, a Gruntle chest, but I'm not using it. I'm using this, like, roaring magical thing, because, again, it came down to peer pressure. Like, everyone's saying, oh, you got to push your DP up. And I'm like, the only way I can get my DP up is if I use something that's not Gruntle. So the spirit's saying, "Run, you fool! You can't handle such difficult enemies." So, I love that he's saying that. But I think that I can handle it, especially when I get a tamer. Yeah, Magic Bear, it's been out for a couple of years as far as I know. Like, they've just been doing some expansions to it, but yeah, it's been out for some time. Oh, sorry, are you not in one of the... You're not in one of the blocked countries, are you? Where are you located, Magic? Yeah, Levi, I remember, like, South America has been blocked until, like, next month or something. Yeah. So I think South America is just about to come online. Oh yeah, no, you don't. You don't have any problem there with the US. In fact, Levi plays on a US server. Jamal, I think it's about to come out on the PS4. I think. No, I bought it straight from the website, so I just downloaded the client. And you can get like a 7-day trial if you want to give it a go. You just need to go to the website, create an account, and just download it. But it's quite a lot. Like it's kind of a 45 gig download or something. So there's a bit of size to it. Yeah, I think they're bringing it out on the PS4. In fact, I think there might be an Xbox version too. I've only got Xbox at the moment. I've never been a huge fan of the Sony part. So again, I don't want to get into this conversation, but yeah. So I think it is coming to the consoles. In fact, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. So Black Desert Online Xbox One. So February the 11th, 2017, Black Desert Online is on its way to Xbox One and PS4, but when? I don't think they're saying. So I'm not sure. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's the same story I was just looking at. I was going to say, I think I would enjoy this on the Xbox actually. The beauty with consoles is the fact that it's the standard hardware. Like there's no guessing. So it takes all the. I years ago I wrote an application which was used by the masses, and it was a nightmare because it was like it doesn't work on my machine, and it's like. So can you give me the specs of your machine? What type of connection do you have? How much memory you're using? It's like, it's just a nightmare. Jamal, I'm really the wrong person to ask. This is you know what I should put in the title? Dark Knight Noob. Because this is like my first class, so I really, I'm not the person to ask, but there's a number of players in here who might be able to give you some advice. Oki, Levi, sorry. One of the problems with the sorry, no, I shouldn't say it's a problem, but the thing with the Awoken Dark Knight is I think that the casts are all criticals, so I think I can just kind of pull aggro pretty much straight away. And I get the feeling I'm supposed to be a tank class. Oh, what are the classes? So there's look, it's interesting the way the classes are. So there's gender locked classes, meaning this character that I'm playing, this Dark Knight, is female only, kind of tanky, caster you sort of have you played World of Warcraft? Just trying to work out if I can compare it. There's caster classes, you know, like wizards. There's wizard, which is the same thing but a female version. There's like ninja style classes. There's yeah, I've maxed them as far as I think I can at the moment. So I don't have any more options. So that needs 57, 58, 58, 58, same, 57, 57. Yeah, look, I'm kind of maxed as far as I can go with these particular the Awoken. I could probably put a little bit more into here, maybe a little bit more health and stuff. Maybe I should do that actually. I think I'm just gonna use that for the moment. Yeah, Magic Bear. So just try it out, see what you think. If you, you know, and again, like the game itself's like $10. So even if you don't like it at the end of it, you can just, you know, oh, I lost $10 kind of thing. It's like a cup of coffee or something, a couple of cups of coffee. It's a cup of Australian coffee. And there's no subscription either, so that's one of the things that I quite like. Just try it out and see what you think first. I mean, there's no kind of your character won't disappear. Yeah, it's like 45 gig. It's quite the download. Am I lagging? Oh. I didn't think, that guy hit me. Sorry. That's crazy. But I mean, look at GTA, right? Like, there's a lot in it. Yeah, that's good. What's the engine in the Steam? Like, what is the Steam engine? They got their own 3D engine, right? Or they just use whatever? Oh, what a waste. Oh, is it? I just kind of. You don't have to be on the gaming part. You can just go to normal YouTube. And it's just them trying to, you know, you got Twitch and you got Beam and you got YouTube. I mean, they're just trying to sort of get into that market, I think. Because there's big dollars in that. Like you look at all the, you know, all the tournaments and stuff they're holding now. The money's in the streaming and the advertising, right? So, oh, it's after 11, man. I didn't even realise. Yeah, look, I jumped on there the other night, so I might jump on there maybe tomorrow night, just sort of see if anyone's around. But yeah, all my details are the same over there too. So if you see McKellar running around, then just give me a yell. But have a good one, man. Take it easy. Yeah, the game looks stunning. And you know, there's all these kind of effects you can do. Um, you know, if you wanted to, you could. Let me see. So you can get rid of your UI, which I really enjoy sometimes when I'm fighting, because it just gives you the whole interface. And then you can do camera effects. So like, I'll see if you can. So I'm changing the focus of the lens here. um, yeah, take it easy, man. I was saying, yeah. So you can see some of these lens effects. You can also change the length of the lens. So you can see. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but you know, I'm sort of shifting the focus off to the distance. Um, the map. So far, I've been playing for maybe a little bit over a month. Actually, I'll probably let me think. Yeah, I've probably been playing for about a month and a half now, and I've got. I don't know if I can say it's most of the map, but so you kind of start off. I think down. Wait, let me think. This Valia. So I think you start off kind of over here, and you make your way over, and then you kind of end up in this town here, and then you sort of make your way across to Heidel here, which is another sort of city, and then you kind of get sent over towards here. But some of the scenery and stuff over here is awesome. Like, you know, you see giant trees walking around and stuff, and then you sort of start to come back over towards here. So I'm sort of doing quests over around here, and just recently I had to trek through the desert. So over here is Valencia, and one of the things about the desert is once you get out here, you can't see where you are on the map. So at the moment, I can see where I am, but out here, it just you disappear. So you've essentially either got to just keep going in the same direction, or just keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. So look, I mean, this is. There's also the ocean side of it too, so you can get out there on a ship and sort of sail around and stuff. Now, the way that their engine works, you know, it's quite impressive, but it does try to keep most of the focus very close. Um, but it scales, I think, well with different CPUs and different GPUs. I mean, I'm just coming into a town now, but all the different towns have a different feeling to them as well. So this is kind of more of a, you know, outskirts kind of sandy, rocky kind of terrain. But you know, you've got these big sort of this river sort of coming in. Let me just back up a little bit. So, yeah, some of the detail kind of gets washed away when it's right off into the distance, but some of it's really stunning. Just yeah, I've got quite a few. You can use them for different purposes. So you can sorry, I'm just chatting to the person I'm in group with. I don't think he's feeling too well at the moment. I was just going to say, let me go back to my. So I live here, and all of these places that are pale, I own those. So you can use them for storage. So, for instance, if I buy, I've bought all these places mainly for storage. So they allow you to store more stuff in a town. So you can see, for instance, I've got this at level 3, which means I get 8 more spaces to my storage. But you can keep them for like lodging. So that means if you've got workers, you can set a worker to do stuff for you. So, they take care of farms, or they make stuff like craft things for you. You'll need, like, if you want to do jewelry, you just need to set up crafters and that kind of stuff. So I haven't really gotten into any of that side of the game yet. I haven't done any crafting. I don't do any cooking. I don't do any fishing. I don't do any breeding, so you can breed horses as well. So at the moment, I've just been focusing on questing and just getting gear. So trying to work on my gear a little bit. But yeah, so also with the houses, you can, when you're out killing mobs and stuff, you actually get like, you find trinkets and stuff, so you can take them back and put them in your house. So that's what I was going to say. Like, if I head back to my home, I can sort of show you what I'm talking about. But you can set it up like you can have a stove in the corner, and then you can have like a lounge suite or something, and it's kind of cool. But it's interesting. But then, like, people in your friends list, they can come to your house, like, even when you're not there. So there's this whole side of it. I haven't seen a castle. I know that I think the guilds get access to the bigger. No, that's fine. I think they get access to these guild houses. So so I just checked the guild I'm in today, and I just realised that no one's logged into this guild for at least 26 days. So I think I'm completely alone in this guild now. So I'm thinking of leaving. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Supposedly you get extra XP and that kind of stuff from being in a guild. But I think the guild needs to be active in some way. So there's guild quests. In fact, I only just really noticed those as well. So guild missions. So, yeah, this big seriously, like, some of the NPCs, and some of the mobs are massive, like this large kind of monsters and stuff that you can find. In fact, like, maybe not so much here, but I was going to say, I mean, I can just sort of there's also elites. Like, I'm not sure if you know, like, for instance, with World of Warcraft, if I kind of just jump and run into here as an example, probably not these guys. These are getting a little bit small for me now, but I think I might be able to find maybe an elite. So I think that's one there. There, yeah. So it's flashing on my map, that color. So they're usually the more difficult of the It's cool, man. They're the more difficult of the mobs that you find. But again, I'm sort of getting to the point now where I'm probably a little bit big for these. The bearings. It's actually oh look, I've got some of your gloves there, man. Some of your gloves are tuna. Barbarians. Let me think about that. I'm not too worried about the whole guild thing. Actually, it reminds me of my brother had a guild called Corbarians. There's another one there. So these guys, usually when you're a little bit lower, they're quite hard. Like my first encounter with an elite took me 25 minutes. No, it wasn't even an elite. It was just an ogre. It took me 25 minutes to fight it. I kid you not. Like I've got the stream somewhere to prove it. Some of the mobs, as you can tell, they're a little bit like the AI's not great in these particular ones. Some of them not bad. Like I fought some guys who are like, oh, let me get rid of the interface for you. So this is what I was talking about before. I love being able to fight without the interface up. And look at the effects there. Like you can see, he's got like blood sort of all over him and. So you can tell when they're going to do big swings, they do that whole wind up. So it, that's not another one, is it? No. Oh, this one. This is these guys in particular. Like there are some who do know what they're doing. So, again, like they're different creatures, so they act differently. But I have come across... There's some that don't even look like they're of any importance, and they just kill you. Like, I came across a couple of rocks, and I'm like, oh, what's the deal with these guys? And they just took me down. Like... Yeah, so Magic, this is the difference between being, it's called Awoken. So hold on, let me get rid of this. Do you want to, maybe we could go, maybe not tonight because it's it's getting on a bit, but over the weekend if you want, maybe we could spend a little bit of time. I was just going to explain the difference here. So my character is has got two stances. It's Awakening stance and Combat stance. You get Awakening stance at level 56, and that's where you... So normally I'm just like this. So that's kind of what I used to just have, this one sword. But now I can switch stance. So that's where this cool looking sword comes out. Yeah, I love this sword. It's nice. And it's got two styles. So it's either the single sword, or I can turn it into like a dual, double sort of thing, which I think, yeah, it just looks awesome. Like, I just love this character. She's got this way about her. It's like, but I noticed with the Dark Knight, the Awoken stuff is a lot more sort of this kind of casty stuff. It's not... Oh, there's another one. Where is he? Oh, I could have sworn I just saw one. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually. I've been trying to leave my character logged in recently just to get like some of the Is there another one? There's another one there too. Look, I'll try and drag them together. Is it both of them? Some more of your gloves, and there's another one here. Look, it's like Elite City tonight. Oh, seriously? I was looking at the guy and I thought, was he flipping to PvP, was he? So you just had some first-hand experience that, you can sort of get taken out just by somebody standing there if they feel like it. So where was my horse? There. Yeah. There's a couple of things actually I wanted to mention while I was doing those elites. So Magic, I'm not sure if you noticed my map, you'd see that little ping, like there was a little loop, like a purple or blue or whatever it was, kind of ping on the map. To get that kind of stuff to happen, you sort of need these pets. So this is earlier on when I was saying Pearl Abyss, or the company that released this game, they try their hardest to get you to purchase extra stuff. So I would say some of these animals that I've got are, would be classified as the extra sort of stuff. So birds find elites, like they'll fly off and they'll look for stuff, and when they find something, they'll sort of ping on the map. Cats look for things like, if I have a say I've got a pick or a hoe, they'll go and look for things like herbs and stuff for me to pick up. Then you've got what else? So that's that. What was the other thing I was going to mention? The it'll come to me in a second. Let me head towards home anyway. So this is what I was going to. I'm training this horse too at the moment. So it was like a new horse just a couple of nights ago. So it's still like chewing through fuel, like it's going out of fashion. So you've got to constantly be feeding, or looking after your animals as well. Like my animals, in fact, it looks like they're hungry now. Yeah, so I'll need to feed those guys soon. Yes, there's different. So there's trading. Trading's also interesting in the game. To get the best out of trading, I'm not sure if you can see these lines connected to each other, but you can trade items that. Yeah, no, I'm terrible. Like, so you can trade between towns and stuff, or you can just sell stuff to vendors. There's also an auction house, so it's a little bit like, if someone finds something, they can put it up online. The other thing I think I wanted to mention, so with the PvP, if you're not flagged and somebody flags and then attacks you, they lose essentially karma points, which are, where are they? Here. So at the moment I've got, I think that's obviously max karma. And if I was to attack someone who's not flagged, I start losing those. And once it gets to a certain point, I think you're just attacked by, or you become open. What am I trying to say? I think you can be attacked by either anybody, or I think NPCs may attack you. I'm not sure. So in a way, if you flag and then just start attacking people when they're not flagged, you're hurting yourself in the long run. So I'm just logging into my router. Yeah, so yeah, I hoard a lot of stuff. I've been getting better. So look at all this space I've got here. Like, I've got like, oh, hey, listen, Oki, I was going to say I've got enough to do one of the awoken red noses now. So next time we're all on, I might get us together and we'll just go and do that. So I haven't combined all of the scrolls yet, because I just want us to be together when we do it. Also, I just remembered I've got I've only got a day left on these other red noses too. Take it easy, Magic. May see you in the game soon. Oh, that's right. I've still got my textures turned right up. Are you, I didn't mean soon tonight. Are you on NBN? Gonna have to reload all the textures. Give it a second. Yeah. Yeah, if you're on NBN, you're gonna have it in no time, man. I'm on NBN as well. Oh, sorry. Fibre optic. Where do I get one of those helmets from? To use fibre. Fibre. Fibre optics. NBN actually stands for N equals. Let me just type this out, sorry. Yeah, ADSL, yeah. Yeah, are you on ADSL? No, so I'm on fibre. So I've got a fibre optic that runs to my house. This is why I can stream so much data. My connection is 100/40. That's okay. That's fine. Look, I mean, by the sounds of it, you've got a decent connection anyway. Because if you're 15% through, then that's a reasonable speed. Isn't it the guy from the stable?
Welcome. You came to see me. I guess you're pretty good at sensing where the money is. A merchant should enjoy large crowds. So what do you want from me?
This is a legal business permitted by the head of the League of Merchants. You can trust me.
Yeah. Look, here, let me show you the horns. I want some of these horns.
Old-fashioned way. Give it! You're about to make me Give it to me! No! Give it!
Yes. Yeah, the person I'm in group with is usually dressed as a shark. I'm just going to run down to the shoreline because you usually get a lot of people kind of doing fishing. So check this guy out. He's down here fishing in his best. This is where a lot of people seem to gather. I think that's a Dark Knight's hello, isn't it? Just blow up some. All right, listen. I think I'm going to make a move because it's just about midnight. It's about 10 to midnight here. So, thanks for hanging out, everyone. And Oki, when I see you on, I'll drag us all together, and we'll do the those things. Yeah. It's cool, man. Tomorrow is Friday for me anyway, so I'll be making a late one anyway. I usually do a late night on a Friday night. So I'll chat to you tomorrow, man. Have a good one.